When it comes to Pokemon spin-off games, I usually do not tend to be a fan of such games. Is it mostly because of the mechanics? Yeah, sometimes. And some of these games are rather interesting, on paper, but they're kind of executed poorly in the long run, or the support of such games don't tend to last that long. But there was one Pokemon spin-off game in particular that I really liked, and it was none other than Pokemon Pinball. Now, Pokemon Pinball has always had a special place in my heart, regardless of whether it was the original or the Ruby and Sapphire version, which I'm more familiar with in my good old days when I was a kid. Um, this game, to me, while it's so simple, it was super entertaining. And me as a collectionist or a completionist, I've always was playing Pokemon Pinball. And I think at this point in time in the Pokemon franchise, it was the second Pokemon spin-off handheld game. I don't recall the very first handheld Pokemon spin-off game, partly because I haven't done enough research, but this game was something crazy. Now, I didn't necessarily own Pokemon Pinball when I was a kid. As a matter of fact, I think one of my cousins actually borrowed this game, or I should say, let me borrow this game just to see what it was all about. Started fresh, new Pokedex, everything. And man, I was just hooked. I don't know what was with this game, but just I always loved playing pinball as a kid. I remember what is it, Space Cadet that was on the Microsoft or Windows 90 something, whatever. I always loved pinball, but this game in particular brought a very interesting twist, especially when you have to capture a bunch of Pokemon. I didn't really play the original Pokemon Pinball, like I already mentioned, but this one, the Ruby and Sapphire version, has a special place in my heart. And I feel like companies such as Game Freak or their affiliates or whoever it may be, they gotta bring a new Pokemon Pinball to the Switch. I mean, it's one of the perfect platforms to even showcase it on. Think about it. We've had new Pokemon Snap. We've had Pokemon Cafe, which, I mean, it was okay. And then Pokemon Unite is taking the world by storm. So, looking at the success of these games, one gotta wonder, man, we should be bringing more spin-off games. Sure, they're not gonna gain the crazy attention as their mainline counterparts, but man, it just having a spin-off game on the Switch would be pretty phenomenal. Look at Pokemon Ranger, Pokemon Conquest. Those are really good games during their times, and I believe they were released during the fourth and fifth generation of games. And you had to play Pokemon Ranger to get the Manaphy egg. I think Pokemon Conquest was a spin-off game on its own, but it garnered a lot of good criticism with the game. Mostly because it takes, a very basic concept in Pokemon and putting very good details into the story, into the mechanics, and overall, people enjoy that kind of stuff. And me personally, pinball is no different. I think pinball should be coming to the Switch. Now, I think there was some kind of rumors that it was one of those games that got cut during the Switch era. I think it was not that long ago it was reported. And I'm not sure whether it's true or not because obviously, rumors and speculation isn't my cup of tea. But this game, if it was on the Switch, I will tell you right now, it's going to gain a lot of attention. And it's perfect. You have the bumpers, left and right. Heck, you can even play this game vertically. Imagine playing the Switch vertically. Obviously, if you're on docked mode, you're going to be doing button control, whatever. But if you're playing it, handheld, you have your bumpers, you have your, whatever mechanics that they might want to introduce into this game. They're very playable. And should there be a remaster of the original games? I'll take that. Something to keep me busy while we wait for the next mainline games to appear. I feel like spin-offs are very, very effective once they are released in between mainline Pokemon games. Because think about this: between seventh and eighth generation, it was about what 3 years, and that's a pretty long time to release a Pokemon game, especially when we transitioned from consoles, particularly from the 3DS to the Switch. But imagine having these kind of spin-off games on the Switch. Think about it. That's kind of crazy. Not only that you keep the momentum of the Pokemon franchise going, but you also gain more fans. Fans that are a little fringe about playing or jumping into Pokemon. These kind of games will help out that audience. Um, I feel like we should have a new Pokemon Pinball. I mean, hey, we have new Pokemon Snap on the Switch, and it did pretty good. It basically was a remaster, and then some new features, of course, on the bigger Pokedex. If that's doable, heck, why not do that for Pokemon Pinball? Um, but man, this game was incredible. Like I said, it was so simple, yet something was very magical about it. I don't know. Maybe it was just the kid in me who enjoyed Pokemon at the time being, and I feel like there's a lot of potential if they do bring this to the Switch. Um, I think we need to start a petition. No, but on the real though, I do feel like with the Nintendo Switch, especially how quote unquote powerful the console is, you know, especially with a lot of franchises like Mario and Zelda splashing on the Switch right now, I feel like Pokemon spin-offs have a lot of potential, and it could even bring more attention and garner a better audience for Pokemon. Hey, that's just my opinion. You don't have to take my word for it. But of course, everyone's experience is different. But I do feel like it's about time we need more Pokemon spin-off games on the Switch. And of course, there's been some that have been released recently, and they're pretty good. Don't get me wrong. But I do think we need some quote-unquote older or new remasters of old Pokemon spin-off games. It's your boy Franklin signing out. Peace.